It was a dark and stormy night, and the wind was howling through the deserted streets. The only light came from the flickering street lamps, casting eerie shadows on the pavement. She walked quickly, her coat pulled tightly around her, her head down against the driving rain. She had heard the rumors about this neighborhood, about the strange occurrences and the ghostly apparitions that haunted the old houses. But she didn't believe in ghosts, she told herself. It was just her imagination playing tricks on her. But as she turned down the final street, she began to feel a sense of unease creeping over her. The houses here were dilapidated and abandoned, their windows boarded up and their yards overgrown. And then she saw it. The old Victorian mansion at the end of the street, with its turrets and gables and wraparound porch. It was the house they said was haunted. She hesitated, her hand on the gate. But she had come this far, and she wasn't about to turn back now. She pushed the gate open and walked up the pathway, her heart pounding in her chest. The front door was open, and she stepped inside. The house was dark and musty, and she could hear the sound of creaking floorboards and whispering voices. She tried to shake off the feeling of dread that was growing inside her. This was just an old house, she told herself. There was nothing to be afraid of. She made her way through the front hall, her footsteps echoing on the marble floor. And then she saw it. The staircase leading up to the second floor. And at the top of the stairs, the ghostly figure of a woman, her long white dress trailing behind her, her eyes empty and staring. She froze, her heart pounding in her chest. This was no trick of the light, no figment of her imagination. This was real. And then the ghost began to move, her arms outstretched, her voice a mournful wail. She turned and ran, her feet pounding on the floor. She could hear the ghost's laughter behind her, cold and mocking. She reached the front door and threw it open, and then she was outside, the rain pouring down on her face. She ran down the street, her lungs burning, her heart racing. She didn't stop until she reached the safety of her own home. And even then, she knew she would never be able to shake off the memory of that ghostly figure and her tragic story.